Alright, so I just finished watching the first episode of the Misfit of Demon King Academy. And it's funny that it's called the Misfit because he is the Demon King, so he's like the exact opposite of a misfit, in my opinion. And if you guys remember a few weeks back, I was hyped about this anime because it showed this guy in the trailer spinning around an entire castle on his finger like a Harlem Globetrotter, and I haven't gotten to that part yet. Like I've said, I've only seen the first episode, but all right. So you know how in most anime, the first two episodes, you can say, "Hey, the main character is destined for greatness." This one, it just completely shoves in your face that this guy is the big dick. Like this guy is possibly the most badass character in this world's existence. He is the ancestor of where his descendants are trying to get up to his level. And that's a really interesting choice to show off how badass a character is in the very first episode, in terms of like he's like so badass you really can't see anyone else getting near his level. It's almost like a One Punch Man, like how Saitama was shown to be like the most OP thing in that universe and no one can come close to him. That's what this seems like. But I really love this anime so far. Like I said, I've only seen the first episode. I would have watched episode 2 before this review, but I have to go into work after this. But I'll pick up on episode 3 and review from there. But this guy this guy literally killed, I think it was like 6 or 7 times. He killed this guy 6 or 7 times, more times than Krillin has died throughout the entirety of Dragon Ball. This guy has killed this man and brought him back in one episode. That right there is a flex. His whole existence is a flex. He is so badass, and he even beat this dude almost to death just by the force of his heartbeat. Like, do you understand? Okay, so he can talk you into submission, he can snap you and you just fucking explode, and his heartbeat can beat your ass. Like, how can you defeat someone like that? Like, the only thing that I might have an issue with in this anime, I mean, it's not really an issue in One Punch Man because it's so entertaining and funny, but in this anime, it seems like he is the top dog. Like, no one can touch him, like I said. So where does the challenge for this guy come in? Like, I'm sure we're going to get like some other entities. Like they mentioned like gods being dead. Like maybe they're not all dead, maybe they're resurrected like this guy, and we'll get like a demon king versus gods thing later on. That would be really cool. But as of right now, like regular magic wielding people that are alive right now will not be able to just touch this guy. Like, the descendants are not, no. No one can touch this guy. So I'm really interested to seeing into what's going to happen with his character in terms of, is anything going to give him a challenge? But as of right now, this guy is completely untouchable. Like I said, I've only seen the first episode, so I don't know exactly where this series is going, but it has a such loving cast of characters, man. Like, I love every character that I've met, even the idiots that kept getting killed over and over and brought his big brother, like his big brother was going to do something. His brother got fucked up too. And it's funny how Anos, or however you pronounce his name, killed him and his brother. Well, his brother killed him, but then he killed, you know how it went. It's crazy. And then brought him back and like, hey, y'all need to get y'all shit together. And y'all, I'll challenge you again once you get a little stronger. And this entire episode was just a huge flex. Like, half of this stuff was not necessary. He even appeased the guy, saying like, okay, I won't move from this spot. His heartbeat beat him. He's like, okay, I won't use my heartbeat. And he snapped his fingers, and I'm like, bruh, this guy, like I said, this cast of characters is freaking awesome. I love this guy's mom and dad. They're so energetic. I love how she's like, hey, my son is getting married after being only 1 month old. She got all excited, start questioning the girl. And Misha is a really interesting character. I really love her too. The scene where she told him to bend down and pat him on the head and say, they're there, that was adorable. So there's not a character that I dislike so far in this anime. And I mean, granted, we've only gotten like a handful. We've got the main character, Misha, and the two brothers, really, and that's really it. But I even like them because they were tools to show how badass this guy is. Because of course, as in most anime, the nobles are supposed to have the most power, and they got completely obliterated by the Demon King. So I can't wait to see where this where this series goes in the upcoming episodes. I hope it's a 24 episode anime, but it seems like a 12 or 13 kind of thing. I'm not sure, but I'm really hyped to see what our boy Anos can do next. I apologize if I butchered his name. I'm not even going to try to say the other part of his name right now. I've only seen it once. But tell me what you guys thought about this first episode. How much flex is this guy giving us right now? He didn't have to do any of that stuff. If he wanted to, he could have just ended everything right then. But at least he's a merciful Demon King, because he could have just merged him and his brother in a second, but bringing him back as a zombie and kind of forcing him to acknowledge their brotherly bond was pretty cool. But tell me what you guys thought about this episode, man. And like I said, I haven't seen episode 2, but I'm going to pick up on episode 3, and in terms of reviewing it as it comes out. And I'll mention too if anything else epic happens in that one. But tell me what you guys think about this series. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.